do the shifter like this. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, oh, oh, God. Something I've kind of noticed is this Kia doesn't know what lane they want, lane they want, lane they want. Isn't that the Kia that the rats drive? I think so. Have you seen the commercial with the rats that drive it? Are they mice? Whatever they are? A helicopter. Never know what's coming around the corner. You never know. So, like I was thinking then, just as I was pumping gas, something sort of remembering something. Sort of something remembering something. Jake's so good with the words that he deserves to get this old water heater. As I'm getting gas on the DRZ, nobody ever talks to me when I'm on the DRZ. Well, every once in a while somebody will, but it usually takes like a motorcycle crowd to want to talk to you about your bike. Like, nobody comes up to me, is what I'm saying. Nobody ever comes up to me and says, oh, what are you riding? What is that thing? Oh, don't mind me, just going down the sidewalk. I gotta get like the Armenian and just fucking do what he does. I'm so fucking distracted. What am I trying to talk about? Jesus. Look at me. All over the place. I'm some kind of moto vlogger who's got some actual subscribers. You think I know what the hell I'm doing. What are you people doing following me? What do you do? Why are you watching this shit? Who am I? What do I do? What am I all about? Hi, doggy. Oh, three-legged dog. Three-legged dog. When you ride a supermoto, it's just because the only people who really are into supermotos are usually people who are just in the know, or people who do more research than the average motorcycle, you know, newbie enthusiast, you know. Most people, when they're newbies and they're enthusiasts about motorcycles, they just care about sport bike. They're like, oh, give me a sport bike, you know. But the people who actually take their time and do a lot of research, you know, if they're smart, instead of just jumping into it, a lot of, you know, those are the crowds that figure out, like, holy shit, you know, supermotos are fucking badass, and they make sweet starter bikes, you know. But that's not the norm of the crowd, you know. The normal, they're plowing this. Oh yeah, they're planning on this. Let me get off of this. Whoopsie, sorry, farmer. The line between we're doing construction and we're farming is very thin. So when you go to a gas station where you just around normal, you know, just whatever people, nobody ever, like, hardly ever comes up to you and goes, oh my god, is that a supermoto? Unless they're like on a motorcycle themselves. Even then, they usually got to be on like a kind of a unique motorcycle, you know, the kind of motorcycles people ride can dictate a lot about their knowledge and enthusiasm into motorcycling, I think, you know. And that's not always necessary true. There's always exceptions of the case, you know. As I'm gonna get into in a minute, you'll understand that I'm not trying to say that anyone who drives a Gixxer doesn't know anything. I'm just, there's plenty of people that ride Gixxers that are 20 times better riders than I'll ever be. But here's what I'm getting into is that most people, when they don't know anything about biking, they know they want a Gixxer. They don't even really know who makes Gixxer. I've heard every variation of Gixxer you can imagine. I've heard people say, oh yeah, I want to go with them Yamaha Gixxers. I'm not even kidding you. I've heard that. I've heard it as a Kawasaki. I've heard it is a Honda. I've heard it is everything. Totally doesn't know nothing about bikes. Knows he wants a Gixxer. Again, though, he doesn't know what CCs it is. He doesn't know what he just does. He probably knows what color he wants. Yeah, man, I want to give me one of them Gixxers. For that so many times, and you can tell the crowd too. Like, it's the same kind of people when they see this bike. The first thing they say, "That's what." They go, "Hey, man." They don't say anything else to you. The first thing comes out of their mouth. And this doesn't matter. Even if I wasn't on this bike, anytime you're on a bike and this is the first thing somebody asks you, it kind of lets you know their knowledge and their whatever into bike, what they're honestly into. They're a Gixxer guy when they say, "Hey, man, how fast does that thing go?" That's the first thing out of their mouth. You guys will just go, alright, you're a fucking waste of time. Whatever. So I don't really take them too seriously. Like, if somebody asks me how fast this goes, I'll probably just, you know, say, oh, about $1.50. They don't even know. Like, it's funny when they ask it on this bike. It's like, you can't tell it's a dirt bike. Like, they go about 100. I'll tell people that, you know, if I'm being serious, you know, oh, you know, it goes about 100. That's it. And in their mind, they're thinking, you know, my Accord goes like $1.20, so it's faster than your bike. It's like, well, very good, but that you never at any point in its acceleration would it accelerate faster than this bike would. And then some of them still might even get into biking, but they're the people who never really research or find out what biking is all about in community. You know, they don't like, they're not interested in actual learning anything about bikes. They're than looking cool and maybe hauling a lot of ass. Like they want a Gixxer and they want Icon gear. That's the other one. They want fucking Icon gear. They want a white Gixxer, white Icon gear, white helmet, Icon gloves, Icon everything. Not any kind of pants. Just fucking white Icon leather jacket with black leathering down the sides. It says Icon, you know, big Icon Gixxer. I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it. And again, not to say there's anything wrong with Icon gear or Gixxers. They're fucking badass bikes, and that's pretty solid gear, I'm sure. Anyway, it's besides the point. Oh, they gotta come on. Ah. If you wear Icon gear and you ride a Gixxer, you might not be a Squid. You might be 10 times better than I ever be, but it's just my only reaction when I see somebody wearing that shit nowadays, you know, because of the amount of times I used to get approached back in the day on my sport bike at the gas station by somebody who was like, yeah, man, I'm thinking about getting a Gixxer. Well, I'm thinking about getting I'm getting the 1300. It's like, all right, yeah, go get a Hayabusa. That's a great bike for you to get. And you know, when I hear that, I don't even bother trying to say anything. And when you first start riding, you try to be like, well, you know, blah, blah. Then after a while, you're just like, oh, fuck it, you know. When you hear somebody say, I want a Gixxer, you know, and I want some Icon gear, you just think, okay, good for you, pat on the head. And then when you see that guy at the sport bike meets, and that's a thing, and that's like unfortunate, because I have seen it hold true when I used to go to sport bike meets. The guys on those bikes, on the Gixxers, see the shiny Gixxer, brand new Gixxer dude just picked up with all Icon gear. That's the guy. That's the guy who's like, I don't know. You go watch them when they go take off to ride, and they're usually the squid of the group. Just saying. Sorry if you ride a Gixxer or like Icon gear. I'm not trying to bash either one of the two. Just to me, it's always been a sign of like the motorcyclists who are in, the motorcyclists who are new to the game. And it's the same with the supermoto, you know, the ones that, you know something about bikes, or at least know to listen to the bikes of others who've been riding longer, or the ones who, you know, look at my bike and think, what the hell's that? You know, why doesn't it only go 100 miles an hour? I don't get it. You know, I don't even bother trying to explain. It's just a different, it's a different crowd. Oh man, it's really windy. Oh my god, it's fucking windy. Ah, it's windy. Oh, the wind. Enough with it. Oh my goodness, the wind. Feels like I'm going 180 miles an hour right now. Back when I was a Squid and I had a sport bike, Jesus. You actually feel like it feels like there's a hand kind of pushing, you know? Well, that's another thing too with Squids. They'll have the helmet that's like, you should, you know, like here's a side if you're motovlogging. If your helmet fits right, it should almost make your fucking cheeks hurt to talk as much as I do. My cheeks have gotten, I think, swole on the inside, like sore from flying. If you see a guy riding and he has to grab his helmet and adjust it when he fights, he might be a Squid. If he rides a Gixxer, he might be a Squid. Oh god, just do a bunch of those! Do a bunch of those things with what's his nuts. You know, the fucking redneck guy. Do those about you might be a Squid in the comments below. Peace.
I gotta be honest with you, I don't know how I got like that. Issues at all right now, operating the controls on my bike. I don't know how a guy like that fucking gets it done. Got that one there, got your...
Oh, it took Chris's bike out!